at least have those titanium thing on it already. That what was it? The titanium.
The iris.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think by
Still
this
one of
point, they didn't really establish just how dangerous everything was on the other side of it. But even still, previously, when they were transporting it around, it was at least in a large wooden container.
That's true.
So they've got it erected here and
Custom fitted. Like, this looks like a giant parachute.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
actually
they're playing the...
I was just going to say, that's actually something else that's inconsistent that I've just realized as well, that, you know, when the gate is activated and you get the big whoosh, it's later established that that vaporizer that's nearby. So even a sheet or wood wouldn't do anything. I don't know why titanium magically is resistant to that, but
Because they said it's one atom away from the event horizon. The event horizon doesn't actually get a chance to properly form.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they knew how to do that, okay. Because if not, they were screwed. Like,
well, that's something else. Now you mention it, then if it's supposed to be that close, and it prevents the wormhole from forming, then surely when someone tries to dial the gate, when the iris is shut, it would never connect.
yeah, but it's one atom. That's not directly on it. Maybe that's the thing. It's sci-fi mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, I think we're splitting atoms here.
Yeah, or at least half of one. So she notices. This is also another thing. She says like she notices that something's going on before it happens. Like there is no, there's nothing that happens.
No.
Move or do something.
Probably the only thing it ever did was cost more.
And nothing would be happening either. Like at most it'd be like a gentle breeze.
Out of here for months.
Also, why doesn't the when the big whoosh thing happens and they've got the titanium up, how come it doesn't go like to the other side of the Stargate? They ever talked about that?
No, I mean that's what they should do. They should literally just have the entrance facing the wall. That way, if anyone comes through there, they're literally walking into a wall.
If they were really cautious, wouldn't you want to put an iris on both sides of it, or is it just in the middle of it?
Because I don't think. I think. Well, I don't think it's ever established what happens if someone tries to go through the other end of the other side of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they've ever raised that as a subject ever. Maybe that's something for like the novels or something like that, but I've never heard of it.
Like, what did you bloody touch, woman?
First off, I could have gone out of there.
It should be like, it's definitely happened before. There was a whole movie about it.
Yeah. So they have enough acacia weapons there as well. It's another thing. And I don't know if it's true or not, but when we first looked at it, it felt like the room looked different to what we're used to.
Yeah. Is it maybe a tad smaller or something?
I was thinking the same thing.
There's something to it.
What are you doing?
But I do love that music.
What the
They kind of overuse it a little bit in this first episode. Just picked it up for some stupid fucking reason.
Yep. It's like it's purely for plot purposes that people do the dumbest things.
Early 90s pilot television writing. They have to make things happen.
Yeah. And I totally get why, Apophis would make an appearance just so you know who the new bad guy is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's a system lord. Why would he go on a mission like this? Send some Jafar through and that's it.
He's looking for... can also really tell that there wasn't a lot of like a lot of military training for the actors.
Yeah.
Just the way that they hold their guns and sit.
Yeah, it looks like kids running around, doesn't it? Playing
Yeah,
pew-pews.
it's kind of schlocky, but I like it.
Yeah. I mean, you never know.
Just been SG1.
They may have relegated the Stargate itself down to such a nothing burger that they just basically gave the janitors like weapons and things like that. And they're like, yeah, if it turns on, just
could be because
fire the
they're
pew-pews.
still Air Force military, so it still makes sense that that wasn't the best and the brightest. But you got to have clearance. I mean, you're literally under NORAD.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell was about to kill himself.
Yeah.
When the major arrived. So.
There's a ladder over here.
My God, did he get through the house quick?
Yeah, I thought that.
Colonel Jack O'Neill?
Now it's the return of Alexis Cruz as well from the film.
Air Force?
Plays Scara.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
General's executive officer.
A little piece of advice, Major. Get re-asked to NASA. That's where all the action's going to be. Out there.
All right, unless there's anything else, we might skip forward a little bit to when he gets into the base.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask, what's your opinions on this Jack versus the Kurt Russell Jack?
What
do you think? Like
O'Neill with 2 L's versus 1.
was that how it was?
Yeah.
Or...
They even make jokes of it later on in the series.
Oh, really?
Like Jack even says, "No, that was a different Jack O'Neill. It's only 1 L."
That's funny. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No, that's cool because I recently went back and had a quick look at the film, and it's sort of jarring at just how, I guess, angry and just how different he was compared to this version. But it makes sense. I get it. But
I suppose, never mind, do his service or anything.
Yeah.
Whereas,
so it makes sense.
Whereas by this point, if they are in fact the same character, he's sort of had a new lust for life by looking into the stars because now he knows there's things out there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you wanted to skip. Where did you want to skip to, Grant?
He gets in there, they hand him the weapon, and they're like, we can't figure out how to fire it. And he just flicks the thing up, and then there's a trigger. I'm like, that was never in the movie.
Jack?
Completely wasted score on that point. It seems so dramatic.
Yeah. Well, did you want to find a point that you want to start?
Oh no, that's all right. It was just one of those funny little things.
Yeah.
So so that's Kowalski, and the other guy that was there was originally played by French Stewart.
Yeah.
But he was filming Third Rock from the Sun at the time. That's his role.
Yeah, French Stewart does come back as the character at one point, even though they already established this.
So strange.
Funnily enough, that was when Third Rock from the Sun ended.
That.
Oh.
Kind of crazy that they're like, yeah, we're just gonna put a bomb through here, and you're like, wait, what?
Like, can we still play poker?
That's the important question.
Yeah.
It's like why don't you just bury the Stargate? It's just like, what, in our poker room?
Yeah, forget that.
The theory.
Well, there might be something like that actually at
Oh,
this
really?
location, and they use this show.
Yeah, cool.
And the exterior shots that they get of Cheyenne Mountain, they only got very limited time to actually shoot them in.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see the same shots being repeated throughout.
Their
Always,
time was up, so
don't they always have? I swear I've always seen a shot with a car driving towards it. Or am I remembering that wrong?
yeah, I
Driving
think there's only
out of
like a
it, or-
dozen shots that they got.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Even the aerospace and everything around it's restricted, though.
It was insane.
We don't need that problem.
We don't.
Nope. This'll do.
I'll just knock it down a little bit.
See, I was under the impression that they bury certain amount of time, because why
Yeah.
wouldn't they have redialed the same number again to get back to it? They just took Jack's report at his word that oh no, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even the amount of galactic shift that would have occurred, bear in mind, there's only 1 year between this and the movie. In canon.
Only 1 year? Really?
Only 1 year, yeah. So there wouldn't have been significant enough a galactic shift in the position of the stars for it to not connect to the wormhole.
Huh. Interesting. I thought this was cool.
Send nudes.
That'd be amazing.
See, also another thing that they I understand the reason why, but what I can appreciate, especially about this first one, it's showing all the problems and the limitations with Stargate travel. Like they came through frozen, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mainly because they get rid of the girl boss line of, oh, just because my reproductive organs aren't on the outside or something like that. It's basically a girl boss moment in the TV version of it. But it's so unnecessary considering in the space of 1 minute she trots out all of her credentials, she solves a problem that's thrown at her, she then describes her academic career. Like, literally, the whole thing about her being a woman is totally irrelevant. But you got these two guys here laughing and sneering. I was like, this isn't the 60s. Right, there would have been plenty of women in the military and in scientific fields at this time.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's what Jack has an issue with. Jack doesn't have an issue with the fact that it's a woman. He has an issue with it's another scientist.
Yeah. Which in and of itself is reliant upon another sci-fi trope of military versus the scientists. And that... Go ahead.
I think the reason she said that's maybe is because she's the only woman there or something. I don't know. Just trying to...
Also,
Sorry,
she's got a higher credentials than those two there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't decide to shit on them, saying, "Well, I did the battle, you didn't do this. You did." It was more like what you think. Just the way that I took it is what just because I'm a chick, you don't think I'm capable. Look at what I can do. I've just told you.
Yeah.
She didn't up herself by putting every other guy down. That would be if this was written now. That would be the same thing.
And there's a section at the end of this once she's introduced where Hammond basically says, "Look, she's smarter than you." And then they go, "Yeah, guess so." And then they just sit down and get on with the meeting.
Okay.
Colonel, I was studying the gate technology for 2 years before Daniel Jack.
There was something I noticed as well when she gets introduced to Daniel.
Sir, you and your men might as well accept the fact that
She tends to introduce herself with her military credentials when she's talking to somebody else in the military, and then she uses her
and then when she's
academic
talking to-
credentials when she's talking to someone like Daniel.
It is appropriate to refer to a person by their rank, not their salutation.
Why would you do that?
I suppose it's basically a way of saying, look, I know what I'm talking about in your field.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if she's talking to a PhD scientist about something like that, she's not going to go, "Oh, I'm Colonel Carter."
True.
Yeah.
Makes
She'll say, "I'm
sense.
Dr. Sam Carter," and then they'll be like, "The Sam Carter?" Like, you've heard of me.
It's under an NDA. You'll never hear about them.
It's like
Yeah.
the Sam Carter that worked on the Manhattan Project and the time travel nuclear bomb radiation spill thing. Like, yeah, I loved your work. There was a mistake in it though.
What else is she going to say? No. I'm the Sam Carter who developed a new type of yo-yo. You know?
Oh no, it's Carter. It's Carta, Carter. You know, like the Magna Carta. Yeah, one L. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I run around guaranteeing the rights of the landed gentry all day and night.
Yeah, that's why I hate the sovereignty.
Call me Captain, not Doctor.
Captain Carter's assignment to this unit is not an option. It's an order.
That's right. She's captain. She's not colonel yet.
Just like you are, Colonel.
Yeah.
And just because my reproductive organs are on the inside instead of the outside?
Yeah, there's the line. This one is the TV version.
Oh, this has nothing to do with you being a woman.
I think Jack's just happy someone's talking about the reproductive organs.
I've just got
Yeah.
scientists.
Colonel,
Yeah.
I logged over 100 hours in enemy
It's not because you're a woman. I love women.
Is that tough enough for you?
Duh.
Or are we gonna have to arm wrestle?
Yeah, I'm not a racist, but you know.
I hate to throw a damper on your enthusiasm, but I still say the safest, most logical way to deal with it is to return.
That's Daniels, isn't it?
Except it won't work.
It worked before.
They know what we are now.
Was it called Daniels?
They know how far we've come. We're
Which one?
The guy sat next to
previous-
Hammond.
Yes.
Yeah, I find it funny as well that, like, at one point Jack says to him, you know, let me be the cynic for a change. Which is so ironic considering he is the cynic of the show.
And he's also the lightheartedness of it as well.
Yeah. It's like, look,
They're
you've got
finding
Dr.
their feet
Carter.
at this stage.
Yeah. You got Dr. Carter and MacGyver on your team. You're good.
Yeah. And like when you look at like the way you look at it, okay, it's just like your team hasn't formed yet, but you're gonna have a guy on there who ends up traveling through time, going to multiple dimensions. Oh, by the way, he ascends, he turns into an ancient. People who kill gods, like we got a pretty good team. And then SG2 and SG3, what happens to them all the time? It's always a new team.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, boring meeting. They're talking. She's worried about going through.
Back to Abydos.
Mm.
Yeah. I like the fact they've managed to maintain their weapons so efficiently in the desert as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, sand's good for guns. Did you know that?
Hello, Jack. Oh, welcome back.
Now that I see everybody's okay.
Greetings from Earth, Dr.
I wondered why he was so surprised that Jack came through. Because they chucked the tissues through, or was he just not expecting it was not going to be Jack? Or
I think because they see it's official military business at the moment. They're coming through armed and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was technically still retired, and that's why they came to him again, so...
Hi. Good to see you again.
So the reason for the name
It was only
change
a matter of time before you had to.
from Shaori to Share is because Michael Shanks could not say the name properly. He stuffed it up over 30 times, so they changed the name.
Nice.
That's like, it's so crazy that you've got
Two. One of them.
yeah, that's true, like in real life. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, he
Yeah,
saw her on the pilot episode and he went, yeah, I'm going to ask her out.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they had one kid. Yeah.
I wanted to mention
So
this.
apparently,
Okay, so apparently, I'm just looking at some of the things of this one. Oh no, that happens a bit later. It's all right. We'll talk about it then. So this version that we've got, in 2009, it was edited to create the Children of the God final cut in memory of Don S. Davis. Some scenes were added, including Carter saying MacGyvered is changed to jerry-rigged.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she says MacGyvered in the first episode. That's right.
did you? I don't remember.
Yeah, because there was the there was the joke when they were trapped on the ice in that episode, and she's like, "What are you gonna do?" And then like the actor Amanda Tapping breaks character, and she's like, "Well, you're MacGyver. Do something about it."
Yeah.
Nice little nod.
Yeah.
Although they
Oh well, it was.
yeah.
Oh, I love Farscape.
I need to do a rewatch of that. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
It's hands down the best Australian sci-fi series I've ever seen.
Sorry, which one?
I mean, all right, so there, yep, boring reunions. She says you got to do this, and I think this is where
This is how they controlled it. It took us 50. Right, excuse me. Dr. Jackson, I presume. I'm Dr. Samantha Carter.
But you wanted to
There
be
you
called
go.
Captain. What's
call
going on,
me out,
Jack?
bitch.
Yeah. Dick of a comment.
Hundreds of permutations.
But you didn't have what you need. Daniel, what are you talking about?
Daniel, the storm has passed.
I'll show you.
What great timing! So I can show you just what I was talking about.
Anyway.
I won't be long.
I just realised they've left out in, because this is the TV version that we're watching here, but we're largely going to be referring to the final cut, I think. Well, both of them really. But there's a scene there where they get handed some moonshine by Skara.
The town and the pyramid at first, and after about a month, I found this place.
This is amazing. This is the archaeological find of the century.
So Daniel, you had a chance to translate this yet?
I think so.
What's it say?
Oh,
No idea.
It doesn't say anything.
I don't know why he didn't want Shaori to go with him. He insists.
This is going, of course.
Tell us anyway.
All of the symbols are on the Stargate in the Abydos chamber. I've also managed to chart some of them in the Abydos night sky, or at least pretty close. Jack!
Oh yeah, that's another thing. He pronounces it Yabidos because he can't say Abydos, so he goes Yabidos. Like, you're lucky you're a great character, mate.
I got me some diabetes.
Yeah.
Buried, but I mean, some of them somewhere must still exist.
I don't think.
Drift apart.
Yeah. Also, the fact that
Yeah.
Yeah.
she literally
Considering
found
how
out.
curious she is, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, she found out 2 minutes ago that there was an actual device to actually power the Stargate.
memorized the reports of the first mission, so she knows every word of that script from the movie. Nah.
I knew I'd like you.
You mean I'm right?
According to the expanding universe model, all bodies in the universe are
I do like
constantly
watching
moving
these two
further
geek
apart.
out though.
Thousands of years since the Stargate was built.
Yeah.
All the coordinates could have changed.
But why does it still work between Abydos and Earth?
The distance might be greater across, but the percentage of where you were drastically changes the closer that you are.
Yeah.
That's a fun little thing.
Right, now with this map as a base, that should
An
be
astrophysicist
all
that
we
doesn't
have to do is
understand
take
relativity.
Doppler shift.
Lol.
Then I
So, the Stargate can go other places.
the aliens could have come from anywhere.
There we go.
Oh, come on, Kratos.
This is not
Yeah.
Where did you get it?
He should have just turned around and went, boy.
Or
Good choice, Duke. Perfect specimen.
I mean, first.
yeah,
Kind of creepy.
with the rest of the show. But it's then shown later on, I think it's Baal who says, oh yeah, that's all for show. We can just look and sound normal if we want to.
Huh.
So why did he...
Why do they dress up like gods?
Yeah.
I would hate to walk around. I like how also at this stage the Stargate knows exactly how many people, figures out what he has to do. People goodbye.
His father in 1 year.
So, alright. Here's another thing. It says, tell their days are 36-hour days.
Yeah.
To everyone. The kid that he's hugging here, he was the spastic looking kid that got blown up. Apparently he survived. Because they're credited as the same person.
Right.
Yeah. I was a little bit worried that we weren't going to have a white savior moment in the first episode, but thank God we got it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Chopper